Hello there, ladies and germs. Elton here, aka Retro Old School. That's right, Elton, like Elton John. I'm as old school as my name. Well, just by fluke, I just happened to run into this last of its type Thunderbird, and what I mean by that is that this generation was made from 80, 89, 88, I think 89 until 97. And of course, on the same platform, you had the Mercury equivalent, which was the Cougar, which was just as cool as this, if not cooler. And of course you had the Lincoln Continental, which oddly enough, I just sold an ad from that year, 1997 Lincoln Continental ad I sold yesterday, go figure. Anyway, so happy to run into this thing because, as I just mentioned to myself out loud before I started filming, this is a dying breed, you know. Maybe these sold more, they were more common in other parts of North America, but I mean Montreal has always been more of a into the imports more than anything. You know, of course, the more you go back in history, the more people bought American cars. But hey, but somebody took care of this car a long time, and it is not me that is necessarily from the Rust Belt, as I always call it here in Quebec and Montreal, the Northeast. Thunderbird LX. But that, I guarantee you, is the original color, if not the original paint. Those wheels are aftermarket; they are not original, but still, look, they suit the car very well. And you know, me, when it comes to wheels, it's like women with shoes, you know. It doesn't matter if they're wearing them or their friends are wearing certain types of shoes, or even guys. They'll even judge a guy by the type of fucking shoes he wears, you know. And by the way, we're in the Rosemont district, by the way, or if you're really Anglo, Rosemont. And boy, I'm happy that this car's clean, because last time I saw it, it was on a cloudy day. I said, no, I'll wait, I'll come back and see if I can find it one day again. And what's great about these cars, especially for you younger guys, you want something to get into the old car hobby, but you don't want something too old. And it's not going to break the bank. You could buy one of these for just, like this clean, just a few $1,000s, seriously. Insurance is fucking peanuts. Engines are fucking unkillable, 4.6 liter V8. And that is a money pit in comparison. And that's fucking scrap. And I just took one of them, actually. You know? And it's probably the same engine in that pickup that just went by. They put that 4.6 liter V8 in everything. It's a 302 cubic inch. Oh, see, that's a great angle right there. I love that. I want to use that as a thumbnail. God knows when I'm going to post this, but beautiful car. And you know, actually, how could I not mention, I used to have a friend named Peter, and he was like me. He was a really funny guy, quirky guy. And he had one of these. But it was I think it was a 95, and the 95 was more like the earlier models. I think it was 96, 97 that had the restyled lights and grill and all that stuff, because again, before that, it's the same shell, but you know, different headlights, different tail light. It's just a beautiful design. I mean, it's just very, you know, it's slim looking, and when you ride in it, it just feels like you're riding in a Crown Vic. It's a big, heavy feeling. It's a heavy car, so you don't gotta buy this for fucking fuel economy. Very nice condition, beautiful, beautiful color interior. Hey, what do I always say about colored interiors? Jesus Christ Almighty! I mean, seriously, God forbid, you want a fucking color interior in a new car, a modern car, you got to buy a luxury car. And you know what? At the time this was made, it was luxury. You know, it was what's known as, for those of you who don't know car store, it was entry-level luxury. Like if you bought, for example, a Buick Riviera, or if you bought a Pontiac Grand Prix, you know, or if you bought a LeBaron or something, you know. Anyway, that guy walking by was really looking at me. I didn't like that, because there's people. I got into this fucking bullshit with this guy last week because I was filming a walk, and I showed him really quickly from across the street, and he came up to me. I thought he was going to fucking start a ruckus and a fight, so I ran away. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Let me just get one last view of that beautiful interior. Because, you know, again, cars like this in this condition, this isn't the West Coast or South, you know, or Southern States, really. Look at that. Beautifully, beautifully maintained. That's interesting about those leopard inserts. Wow, that's something else. Anyway, it's really something else, and I think most of these probably came with V8s. Some of them came with V6s, but I would be curious to know what was the ratio. I think it might have been a half and half thing. There were a lot of cars like that, you know. The full-size cars, obviously, you know, in those years, are all V8s. And one more thing. Well, let me point this one out here for my friend in NDG, who's got one of these GMC vans, Safari. And then I should show quickly as well, since I'm on the Ford Vintage here. Maybe this is owned by the same guy for all I know. Got your vintage Ford Econoline here, camper. I think this might or might not be owned by a couple of chicks that I... Look at this, this is Channel 6. Yeah. I think I seen this van actually in my hood years ago on Ontario Street. Yeah, it's really fucking cool. I'm not going to film it again, I already filmed, but just to go along with things, you know. This particular generation of Econoline E150 was made from generally 1975 until 1991. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked that. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy your positive comments, your stories about whatever you had, one of those T-birds, and you know, whatever, your brother had one, your aunt, and you crushed it, they went over a bridge, whatever. It's all good. I read every comment. Even if I don't reply to as many as I should, because, frankly, I get so many goddamn comments. I got fucking 10,000 videos here. I'm a sick man. Sick. All right, salut, visit. Take care. Bye-bye.